this is Tom. Welcome to the video. Now today I'm going to show you a little magic trick that we've come up with that I think you're going to find to be incredibly valuable. Alright, we call it the VIP magic trick. Alright, now first off I want to talk to you about the VIP appointment, which is not the magic trick. Alright, the VIP appointment is an appointment that you make with people so that when they show at the dealership or when they call you on the phone or when you arrive at their place for an appointment, that you give them a full-blown treatment of extra special stuff. Extra special attention, extra special gizmos or gadgets or things to hand to them, whatever is appropriate for whatever type of appointment that you have. All right, that's what the VIP appointment is. Making people feel special because they're giving you an opportunity. Don't ever think that it's special just because you show up and say, "Hey, I'm Tom. Enjoy me." You know, they don't want that stuff. They want to feel like they're important, not you. All right, so this whole thing is about understanding that these people are very important people even when they leave the organization or leave the appointment without full commitment. Because that happens. Happens to me. Certainly happens to you too. All right, so when they leave without commitment, it's what we're about to do next that's going to make the biggest difference. Because that is a VIP recall that we do. All right, so what happens is that when people leave the dealership, it's unbelievably important to make sure we call them up. I love same-day stuff, all right? If you can't get them same day, it better be the next day. But same-day stuff where you call them back and you discover more that you didn't discover the first time. You see, but the key is, and I think it's most important, to have somebody else do that phone call. I have somebody else do that phone call, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because this other person, and my person is Laura, she'll make this contact with these clients, and she'll be a third party. She'll be able to get information that I wasn't able to get. Maybe their minds changed. Maybe somebody called them up along the way. Maybe they got into an accident along the way home. All that stuff has happened to me before, I mean, with clients. So I want to make sure that I have a third party contact these people so they know. But the key part of that recall is that that person has to use the language of real people. It can't be some, kind of stiff, all stuffy conversation. "Hello, Mrs. Johnson. I'm simply calling because I wanted to make certain that you enjoyed your experience at H&H Motors today." We don't want to use that garbage. All right, so Laura calls up to talk the right way about people, and I'll make those calls on behalf of other people if I don't like how they did things, all right? But so let's say I or she, we'll just keep saying Laura calls up. She'll talk to Mrs. Johnson and say, "Mrs. Johnson, geez, I'm so glad I got you on the phone. My name is Laura. I'm calling from H&H Motors, and I saw that you were in today. I got your name across my desk. Now, what I didn't do, by the way, is I didn't go into discovering what was said or what you looked at or any of that stuff because I really don't want to know that information from notes taken by people here. I wanted to kind of hear from your own standpoint just how it went for you today. So could you tell me how'd it go? I mean, what happened today?" Now, once she's able to open a conversation like that using the language of real people, then Mrs. Johnson opens up. She goes, "Well, it was very nice and we liked Tom, but we really didn't see anything we liked," or whatever the situation was. We don't know. It could have been a bunch of situations. And Laura goes, "I totally understand when that happens. I know. And it's okay with us and it's okay with me that that's happened to you. But it sounds to me like it's pretty important that you still find a vehicle. Otherwise you probably wouldn't have come in. You're probably not still looking around out in the world for cars unless you really needed something, right? Okay, well this is what I'm going to do. And this is a very rare thing, but we just get along so well on the phone here, I thought I'd give you one anyway. What I'm going to give you is something I call the VIP code. And what this is a special, very important person, because that's what you are to me. A very important person code that you're going to get. It's going to allow you a very special private discount on whichever vehicle that you choose. And depending on the vehicle, the discount that you get will continue to rise. It'll keep going up, so it's really fun. And there's a couple of special things you're going to get just from me too. All right, so this code is going to be very important to you as you keep looking for a vehicle. And of course, we'd love to have you come back here. And heck, we appreciate the opportunity you gave us in the first place to come on down. So I'd like to know the best way to get you this code. Should I just text it to you so you already have it, in something solid? Or I could email it to you, all right, that way you don't have to remember anything. Or if you happen to have a pen and a little pad or something with you and you'd like to write it down but just having me tell you over the phone right now, I'd be glad to do that too. What's the best way to get you the VIP code? All right, so here's your code. Now, with this code, it's important that you call me back directly. And again, I'm not in sales and I'm not in service. What I am is I'm all about being of service to you. It's my job here. All right, so I want you to contact me and let me know that you're coming in. And keep that code, because that code is going to be very important to you. And when it's time for you to come back in to look again for a vehicle that's going to be right for you, you contact me and I'm going to make sure I set up a very special VIP appointment for you to make certain that you understand how important you are, well, to our entire organization. Does that sound fair? And by the way, does that sound fun? Excellent. Now, if you have time available soon, I would be glad to set up an appointment right now, whether it's next week or even on Friday or Saturday afternoon if you're available. What do you think might work for you? All right. You see what we did there? The magic trick is the VIP code. You see, what we found is by giving people a code that our appointment show ratio doubled. Can you believe that? Doubled. And we had a strong appointment ratio anyways, based upon industry standards. Screw industry standards, though. Is that we wanted to make sure that people showed every time, and the code is the magic trick that matters here most, because that's the tangible thing people can hold in their hands. Now, the pathway to get there was the language of real people used by a third-party source that had no stake in the conversation that took place earlier. You see how important that is? All right, so there you go. There's the tip of the day. I hope you love it. Make sure you get your VIP codes together. Make sure you set up, VIP code certificates to send people an email. Make sure you send them texts that really work for them, and make sure that you get responses from people, because it's your responsibility as a selling professional. Thanks. This is Tom. Hope you love it. And I'll see you soon on another video. Adios.